Thank you for hanging out with me today. This is KJ48, and what a beautiful day for a building episode. Although, I gotta be honest with you guys, I'm kind of in a crunch with today's building episode, and I'm gonna let you know in a moment. Right now, I'm just cooking up some water here. That one's just about done. There we go. And one more. Wait, that's clean? Clean water. Clean water. Dirty water. Clean that dirty water. Alright, so here's the deal. First of all, before we talk about building, this thing has to be babysat, okay? Because if you don't babysit it, like basically what'll happen is during the night, when your solar panels are getting less power, once they get under 100 power coming in, this thing will shut off. The junction box right here for the stone grinder, it needs 100 power. If it doesn't have 100 power, it shuts off. The thing is, it won't turn on again once it does get 100 power. So you got to kind of babysit this thing a little bit. You know, we're going to be working on that as we store cobalt. We'll get more and more power things. I'm probably going to make a battery, and, you know, things will get better. But as of right now, it's going to be a little bit slower, and I got to babysit this thing a little bit more than I thought. Although, it does seem to be working out pretty well. You know what? As much as I got to babysit that thing, it's not nearly as much as I have to babysit this thing when I'm cooking stone. So, there's that. So, I had two ways of starting this building. My original idea was to have this pathway come up and be a main pathway for the entire base. It's not going to work. When you bring pathways up, you basically want to put a foundation right next to the pathway, and then if I did it right here, the pathway would be going into the ground, and we'd have clipping issues. I wouldn't be able to build. Now, if you hold X, you can go up, but you see, there's no in between. It just goes from there to there. There's no in between. So what I did was I put one there. I did this, and what I did was I saved the game, and then I built this thing to see if it would work, and then I reloaded because it's not going to work, and I didn't want to waste the resources. So that'll go up there, and then we'll have another foundation there, and then we got to bring the foundation up again. But when I bring the foundation up the second time, it's not at the right level. It's either going to be too high or too low for up here. It's kind of hard to explain, but basically what I'm saying is this setup is on a certain grid, and it's not going to match with what I have up here. So that's just the way it is. It's unfortunate, but, you know, it is what it is. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to come over here. I think this is the best place to get trees in near my base. So I'm going to build like a little logging building over here. I have a rough idea how I want to do it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a foundation. I'm going to line it up how I want it to line up with this building area. I think that's a pretty good way to line up with this building area. Yeah, I kind of like that. And then we'll go as low to the ground as we can. Okay. Now, once we're there, this all looks relatively flat. The only thing I'm worried about is if we have little areas that kind of pop up a little bit over here, and I won't be able to build that way. But there's no way to tell unless I do it, so I just got to kind of grit my teeth and hope that it works out. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to let all the trees grow back, and I do not want to build where the trees grow, because I want the trees to grow back. So this all looks pretty good right here. Although, you know what? I think this one tree could probably go. This is just one tree out in the middle of nowhere. This one can go. Alright, let's get rid of that. Let's pick these up and bring them over here. Okay. So now we're going to grab that foundation again, line it up. It looks like it's already lined up. I think I want to line it up with this. It looks pretty good. Well, not really. Well, it's not too bad. Kind of like it better like that. Okay, that looks good. Then we go as close to the ground as we can. Up one. And now we see how it comes over here. Oh, it can't build because it's too close to a tree. No. That's not too close to a tree. That's, getting some red there, unfortunately. Wait, why am I getting red? It looks like it's going down, but it's not coming up. That's red. Okay, I see what's going on. Alright, that shouldn't be a problem. This should work. Guys, I've never built with pathways here. It could really screw up my build if it doesn't work out the way I want it to. I'm just going to hope it works out the way I want it to. There's no two ways about it. Okay, so let's just start building. And I think we will, again, I kind of like the way that works. We'll kind of swing this around. No, actually, the opening is going to be right here. I'm getting a little bit of analysis paralysis. The only way to do this is to start doing it. So let's just start laying down foundations. To hell with it. All right, so I'm going to want the entrance to be right here. And I think it's going to be a one block entrance. And then I'm going to take these. And I think I want to put this like that. Yeah, okay. And then this will be like that. Oh, hold on. Gotta take care of some business. There you go. Now, is this going to be too big? That's the only thing I'm kind of wondering if this will be too big. I mean, it'll look pretty dope. But it might not need to be that big. I don't want to go too crazy with this place. And I have an idea of what I'm going to put inside and where I'm going to put stuff. But let me just kind of... We saw how that looked. Now let's see how this is going to look. Yeah, see, I kind of like that better. But the thing is, I don't know if it's going to fit what I need to do. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to have 2 circular saw benches on each side. And that's not going to be enough. Well, actually, that is kind of enough room, isn't it? Let me take a look. Because what I'll do is I'll put 1 circular saw bench here. It would be a lot more room if I made it bigger than that. But it doesn't really need to be bigger than that. Where am I going to... You know what? Where am I going to put the... Basically, this is going to go here, right? And then these are all going to go on the back wall. But there's one more thing I'm missing. Where am I going to put the plank stands? Oh, that's interesting. Look at this. I just went ahead and built some stuff in here, placed some stuff on there, and I got an idea. Well, not an idea. I know exactly how I'm going to build it. But because I left and came back, look at this. Anywhere where there was trees, I didn't cut down these little trees. Anywhere where there was little trees, they automatically disappeared after reloading the game. That's really interesting. I like the spot I built this in. I think I'm going to have a decent amount of trees over here. Yeah, this is cool. This is a good spot for it. And I know how I'm going to build it now. So, well, there's only one other thing I don't know about, but I think it will work out just fine. All right, so let's start building. Yeah, that looks pretty good to me. Yeah, definitely. All right, let's load up. First of all, let's drop this stuff off so we can hold as many planks as we want. I should also grab... Stupid freaking door. That thing's still on. Good. I think I'm actually going to get quite a lot of iron out of that. When I saw that it wasn't working in the morning, I was like, oh man, this isn't going to work as well as I thought it was going to. But no, I think it's going to work just fine. What I started to do with this thing is I put 1 piece of firewood in there, because I always forget this thing and leave the water in and waste fuel. So I only put 1 piece of firewood in there, and that way if I forget it, then whatever. I can't be bothered to sit there and babysit that freaking thing. I went in there to drop stuff off, and I never dropped anything off. You know what? Let's just do it like this. Drop chest. It's drop chest time. By the way, look at all the clay I'm getting. I filled that back up. Only 1 thing of stone here is not great, but it'll be good enough for the time being. I do have a lot of stone saved up, so it's fine. We're going to have to make some more of those, though, but that's why we're getting the iron. So I talked about this last episode. It's all about the iron. Hell yeah, it is. And there we go. Wow, I could hold more in my bag than I could... No, that's exactly as much as I could hold in my bag. Unless I move stuff around. If I did that, I might be able to hold more, but that's okay. There's no need for it because the weight would be a problem anyway. Alright, and that. And you're done, and you're done. Come over here and do these. Might as well dump all these planks in as well. Beautiful. So this is going to be a really interesting build. It's something I've never done before. I've built like stilt bases off the ground. I've built bases on rock formations. That was a cool base. I've built all types of bases. I have never built one that is just no central base. It's just building to building to building on the ground. To be fair, it wasn't really a good thing to build on the ground, till somewhat recently, because the developer didn't, had the foliage and everything, and it just kind of sucked, right? But now it's a whole different ballgame. Now that the foliage disappears as you build, it's just wonderful. I love it. I also love the fact of making extra log carts. I made extra log carts a few seasons ago, and then I was like, I don't really know if I really, did this really help that much? And yeah, it did. It really did, and I should have done it again. You should always have multiple log carts. I guess once I get the truck, it won't really matter. But the log carts are more expensive than these. I'm sorry, the log carts are more expensive than these because they take nails, but they hold more than these, and you can move them around like easy. Like, you can't move these around unless you empty them, and then like trying to move them around is a pain in the butt, especially for someone like me because I'm always trying to line stuff up perfectly, and it's just a hassle. So I really like these things. The only problem is they do take up more room, so you got to kind of find the proper spot for them. All right, so this is going to be a problem because it's only September. Why am I getting heat stroke? Anyway, I'm getting the sunstroke, heat stroke, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to show you guys a dope way to deal with it. It doesn't like take it away completely, but it will definitely make things easier when you're out and about in the sun. So you're going to go to Itempedia, clothes, and you're going to make the hat. All right, plus 50% to heat it's sun resistance. Plant fiber and cloth. Plant fiber and cloth. So let's do this at 3. And then split in half. 25. Is that a workbench? It's gotta be on a workbench, I think. I don't think you actually make the full clothes on the loom, just the parts of it. Alright, so we don't have inventory spots, so come over here, put this on the clothes rack, get this on our head, and that should help with some sun resistance. Yeah, sun resistance is it's no joke, man. I've been into wrestling. I've been on a major wrestling kick lately, and I like old school stuff, the Attitude Era, NWO, stuff like that. And I was looking up what wrestlers are now, because they all seem to be dead, which is kind of depressing. Scott Hall just passed away, by the way. Rest in peace. Bad guy. What's the saying? Bad times don't last, but bad guys do. Yeah, love that guy. Anyway, so I've been looking into it. I'm like, well, what wrestlers are still alive? And not a lot of them, okay? One of them that is still alive, though, is Bret the Hitman Hart. And just, I guess a couple of years ago, or maybe it was more recent than that, he got skin cancer. And he's like, yeah, if you go out in the sun, man, you gotta wear that sun protection. It's really important. So, you know, or make yourself a hat. Don't make yourself a hat and figure that's gonna protect you. By the way, in real life, make sure you put on sun protection if you're gonna go out in the sun a lot. I don't know if you need. Do you need sun protection? Like if you got in the sun at all, or just if you're gonna be out there for a while, like at the beach, you know, with barely any clothes on? Like, how does that work? I don't know. I remember wearing like some suntan lotion when I go to the beach, but not like any other time. It's not like I'm sitting around in the sun all day in real life. Like, you know, I tend to stay away from the sun. I don't like the sun. I should probably get some vitamin D or some vitamin D supplements or something. But as you can tell, I've been on a health kick lately. I'm actually back on my diet for now. We'll see. I could be off it tomorrow. Don't know. But as of right now, I am on it, and that's the best I can do for now. Let's go ahead and grab all of these. All right, and I think the platform is done. Yep, there we go. All right, cool. So, in order to get in the front of the platform, we are going to need some stairs. Actually, really don't need stairs. I'm going to put them there anyway, because it'll make a nice smooth transition up there. Okay, so we're having problems with the heat, with the sun again. All right, yeah, let me go inside for a little bit. The other thing you could do with the sun resistance is there is this potato paste, and that like helps with that. But I tend not to use it because it doesn't really do that much, to be honest. So this right here is getting sand and iron fragments. Now I do want to save sand, but 500 sand is a little bit too much. So I'm going to press H to get rid of the sand that's already in there, and then I'm going to right click to take out the iron fragments. Okay. Now this is not the perfect setup. I'd like to have a chest right next to that thing, so I don't have to walk over here being encumbered, but I don't have a chest like in position, so that is just fine. Let's just go ahead and throw all these up here, and now you can see why this thing is going to get me iron so much faster. I do have a chest set up for the sand. All right, we're going to continue to let that do its thing. Solar panels are still doing great. It is 3 p.m. Tomorrow I will be having a horde, so that'll be fun. And, oh, by the way, I think I mentioned at the beginning of this video I'm in a rush. Now, the reason I was in a rush is because I had to put down the foundation before winter. Why do I have to put down the foundation before winter? Because once it snows, trying to put down a white foundation with the white snow, is just, it's the worst. It really is the worst. So I wanted to do it not in the winter. So that's why I wanted to get done. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to do the back wall first. This is going to be a basic wall. I don't know if I want to put a... No, there's not going to be an entrance in the back. There's no reason to have that. So we are going to go to regular walls here. I don't even think windows will be in the back. I mean, I could put some windows in the back. No, I definitely don't want that to be a window. And I don't want... Oops, I don't want that to be a window either. Let's get rid of this. Okay. And now I've got two different things I can do up front, and I'm not sure which one I want to do. Boy, it's going to be tough to figure out what I want to do here. I could do either. I don't think there's nothing like that. All right, so I could do. You can't put regular walls on these at all, right? Nah, you can put them like that. That doesn't really work. That's not really anything. Okay, you can put walls in there. It doesn't really do much. So I could either go with glass like that, which I'm probably going to do just because, like, I think my other build would probably look a little bit better. And my other build would be railings. Put a railing there, and then like I would have like a wall here, or maybe even leave that open. And then this would be walls. You know what? I'm just going to put down regular walls, and I'll decide where I want the windows to be after the fact. Just because, you know, it'll help me like see how I want to build this. So it could either be like that, and then what I could do is I could put poles in between as well. Other poles, yeah. Well, you can't really put the poles in spots I like them. It's a little tough to decide where you can put the poles here. Poles are a little bit funky, but I could put one there. I don't want one in the middle. Just one right there and right there, I guess. Yeah, and that's what it'd be like. I'm going to go with glass. I think that this is going to look a little bit better, but the thing is, I don't work enough with glass, so I think glass would be a good idea. Now, the other thing I got to do is, if I have the glass there, can I put this in a spot that I will like it? I think like this. We got to line this up perfectly. Yep. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Actually, you can kind of put it inside the glass if you put down the ghost image. So I'm thinking something like that. Here we are on day 24. We will have a horde tonight. And I've gotten a lot of this building done, if not, like, all of it. Okay, so this is what I got going on. Right here will obviously be the saw bench, like I said. Then I got a bunch of plank stands over here. I will mirror that on this side. I might not make the second saw bench today, but eventually it will be mirrored on that side. And then right here, I'm going to have a bunch of log stands. Now, I'm probably not going to need all these log stands, but the fact of the matter is the logs do disappear at some point. So, you know what? We'll just make the log stands. So, here's one thing that I find really interesting. I'm going to show you this. Honestly, this doesn't matter one way or the other, but I just found it really interesting. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about in a moment. Let's grab all the sticks. I'll leave a couple of sticks. We're going to need a lot of sticks, but I'll make more sticks. I just got to leave some there for, like, building opportunities. What's up, lady? You can't go in the water. Everyone knows Vambies can't swim. You don't need that. And we need but we do need a bandage. There we go. Beautiful. I haven't saved in a while, so let's go ahead and save. Alright, so check this out. Alright, so I want to, like, I had a bunch of log stands. I put them in here. Now I have to make more to fill in this space. Okay? Now check this out. When I put down a log stand, or anything, this works with log stands or any of these things, you know, like the stick stands, the plank stands, all that kinds of stuff. It's all the same. So when I go to put down damn it, Cage, can you pick the right effing thing? Can we please? Storage. Log stand. Okay. So when you go to place it down, I like it to be very precise. All right? I want it to be right there. I want that much of a gap in between them. And you saw, I can do that. But when you put a ghost image next to a ghost image, you can't do it. Isn't that weird? So you have to stop what you're doing, finish this, then come back. Then come back like so. And place it again. Really, it's not a big deal. It's kind of weird. It slows it down a little bit. I don't love it, but, you know, and honestly, it's really not that big of a deal. I wonder if I could craft one. By the way, I have my DPI set. Like, whenever you see my mouse moving like this, my DPI is a lot lower. That's normal DPI. I turn down the DPI. Most of the time I use DPI for aiming in games, but, you know, guns and stuff. But in this, placing stuff precisely also works as well. So let's put that down. Now, see, we can't build it with the thing up. Alright, well, whatever. It is what it is. It looks like we've got room for one more, and then that will be it for this side. Okay, 2 more. Actually, 2 more would be really nice. Yeah, there we go. Alright, beautiful. Now, that's not exactly the proper dimensions, but that's okay. It's fine. I'm okay with it. Whenever you're building something like this, like you're building like something from one wall to the other, and you don't know exactly like how it's going to work, what I normally do is I start at one wall, and I build all the way over to the other. And that's the wrong way to do it. What you want to do is you want to start right in the middle, put your middle item right there, and then build out from there. That way, it's all symmetrical from the middle and not symmetrical from the side. Unless you don't care. Unless you're not crazy like me. And it doesn't matter to you, but it matters a lot to me. It really does. So we're going to grab some more sticks, and we're going to finish those up now. Alright, I think I got a name for this place. KJ48's Hardwood Lumber Mill. Yeah, or just Hardwood Lumber Mill. Yeah, I like it. Alright, so I went ahead and I chopped down a ton of trees up there, and brought all the wood back here. All these things are full. These things are about, well, not about halfway full. They are about halfway full. Almost halfway full. Actually, that's about as halfway full can be. because this one's the middle one, and this one's almost halfway full. So that's interesting. Well, I find it interesting anyway. All right, so let's go ahead and take these out. I'd like to put these in here. A few more. There we go. Make sure. Yep, good to go. All right. So what we're going to do now is we need a bunch of glass, steel ingots, and screws. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. 24 screws. Yeah, I should be able to do that. I should be able to do that. By the way, I worked about half the day without this thing on. It's just so dumb. So dumb that I keep forgetting that. Alright, so we're going to take all the sand. We're going to put these iron. We're going to have to cook some iron soon. And we're going to go ahead and put this all in here. I honestly think I have enough glass already. But I'm going to cook some glass anyway. Glass stacks now, huh? How about that? Beautiful. Here's some screws. We're definitely going to need some more screws. 10, 23. Damn it. Getting low on copper there. Getting low on everything. I think we're going to have to do a, after this, might have to, I really want to do some more building because I want to clear this place out a little bit. You know, my next building is probably going to be a storage building. I have to figure out how much storage I'm going to want in there. It's kind of hard to decide on day 24 how much storage you're going to need on day 100, you know? So, go, screws. Oh, no, we're going to need way more screws. I forgot, these aren't, yeah, never mind. Yeah, we're going to need way more screws. Okay, well, fair enough. Alright, so I did cook the steel. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the steel now. And I think we're going to go ahead and cook this remaining copper I have. Oh, boy. Oh, yeah, that should be enough. That should be enough. Okay. Steel, I have a steel chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That should be enough. We're almost encumbered as well, so we'll go do that now. Alright, cool. Enough screws. Beautiful. There we go. More glass. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, it's going to look pretty cool. It's going to look pretty cool. The railings would have been a nice choice, but you know what? I don't... Like, I built that kind of stuff before. Let's do something new, right? I'm always trying to do something new. Alright, we're going to need some more glass. We don't have the sand, though. Okay, well, we gotta keep this thing going. I'll grab what I have out of there. And this is good as well, so we'll do this. And this. And we need 3 more items. 1, 2... Oh, I already had some of those on me. That's okay. No big deal. Alright, what's going on here? What's going on here? Stop running away from me, you coward. It's over for you. You might as well just, you know, come to terms. Alright, and... Alright, so we're going to need a lot more glass. And I'm also going to have to start thinking about how I want to do the ceiling. And that, my friends, is going to be tough. That is going to be tough, because I've got square in the back and curved up front. That makes it really tough to figure out the ceiling. I had someone ask me in a comment section somewhere, what do I do with clay soil? It's simply you put it in the workbench and you get clay out of it. If you have only one, you got to do one at a time. I do 10 at a time just because it's a bulk recipe. It's a lot quicker. Alright, there we go. And then I got my little clay box here. And there's all the clay. Now, what do I need the clay for? I need the clay for the roof. Okay? The roof is going to take a lot of clay. As a matter of fact, let's take all this out. Let's take the sand as well. Alright, and you know what? Might as well do another 10. There we go. Put that in there. Sand will go over here. We got some glass. I think that's all the glass I'm going to need. So, oh, that's right. I killed a bear. And whenever I kill a bear and I have to harvest them, they have a ton of meat. So I usually take everything out of my food inventory. And now I'm encumbered. But that's okay. I won't be encumbered for long. We're just going to throw some sand up here. We're going to put this out. There we go. Not encumbered. I'm not encumbered no more. Okay. So I've got an idea for the ceiling. It's going to be a little weird with the ceiling, but I think I can make it work and be cool. So let's go ahead and move this. We can get around a little bit easier. And there we go. So the entire bottom part is now complete. Alright, so I've got the front right there, and then I will do the front the same way over here. And when I say roof, I mean actual roof, not like, you know, floor pieces. I'm talking like really real deal roofs. So we're gonna go ahead and put that right there, and like that. Is that right to me? Does that look right to me? Is that right? Yes, it is. Now, I had a little bit of a problem with the middle here, so I'm just gonna put this little part in the middle. It's not exactly 100% what I wanted, but it does look pretty good. And now I've decided if I want to have a completely round roof or like have like edges on the sides or on the back. You know what? We're not gonna have edges on the back. We're gonna make it completely round and all that. There's two ways you could do a roof. You can have a roof go up on slopes on two sides, north and south side, or east and west side. And then on the if you have the slopes go up on the north and south side, the east and west side will have like walls going up to a certain point, and then the roof gets flat at the top. That's usually the way I build. And, you know, sometimes I'll build like that, sometimes I won't. It depends on how I feel that day. I think today we are going to go with the completely like round roof setup. There's got to be terms for this stuff that I'm just not aware of. But, you know, it is what it is. And that's pretty much what we're looking at. That'll go up like that. That'll go up like that. And I think we are good to build. So let's go ahead and start dropping stuff in the roof. There we go. Clay. 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 I don't know why you need so much clay for these roof pieces. It's kind of, like, frustrating. Because, like, I want to build with this stuff earlier, but... I mean, I guess it gives you a reason to have clay early. I mean, he wants us to get clay, you know? That's all there is to it. Alright, yeah, like that. You know what? Let's go get some planks. Oh, this is a really... I like this. I like the glass. I really, really like the glass in this game. It's just a lot of times I have trouble, you know... I just have trouble building with it. Like, I don't see the need for it. It doesn't fit most buildings. But, you know, I'm thinking even if it doesn't fit most buildings, I might still start building with it more often. How is that not finished? Oh, logs. Okay, yeah, duh. There we go. Beautiful. And there we go. Oh, wow, that looks... Man, I really like that. What did I say about the railings looking better? I'm not so sure about that anymore. I'm not so sure about the rails looking better at this point. Wow, this is yeah. I'm really liking it. All right, there we go. All right, so now the only problem I have here is how am I going to connect this and this? Because there's no wall here. There's no wall here, and that usually causes trouble because I have because I have the ceilings done. That puts in a spot for it. Beautiful. All right, we're gonna need some more clay. Okay, can't hold a lot of clay and planks at the same time, but that's okay. All right. Oh yeah. Okay. All right. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's pretty good. Can I come out with another one of these? I can. Save the game in case I really don't like it. Alright, 3 more logs. 3. I like it better like that than the other way. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty cool. And don't forget, I'm gonna have the foundations coming out here as part of the walkway. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. You know what? I think I need to finish this walkway part, too. That looks pretty freaking cool. Oh, my God, yeah. And then this will go this way. The walkway will go this way. And then I'll build more buildings. Oh, this is going to be a really cool setup, man. Shut the hell up, Timer. Timer, you need to shove it. Because we got a dope build here, and I will not have you rushing me. You know what, Timer? Here. This is what I think of you. All right. Get the hell out of here. We're going long. Alright, so let's go ahead and do that, and that, and that, and probably a couple more in there. Oh, it's all coming together. It's all coming... Oh, wow. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Alright, we got our 8 Vambies Horde Knight. Let's see what they can do. It's funny, like, you could put spikes out there. They don't even really have to be in the way. And these numbnuts will still run into them. It's great. Although they are tearing them down. I haven't made new spikes since the first time I built this thing. So I'm going to have to make some new spikes at some point. Because they are crashing through them. Now I do have the iron ones, so it's not like I'm like in danger or anything. But I prefer not to have to be repairing the iron ones because that takes iron fragments, and making the other spikes is so easy. I do have a workbench here, right? Yeah, I got a workbench and everything, so I don't even need anything. I can make the rope. I can cut the trees. Not a problem. Alright, so these guys are about done. And -1. That was such a good Horde night that I went to -1 Vambies. Good stuff. Good stuff. And we got a bunch of dope loot as well. Alright, cool. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to sleep through the night, wait until it's daytime. We're going to go over and we were going to finish up that dope-ass building. Okay, and this should be everything we need to finish up the building. Oh boy, running out of room for iron. Alright, that's fine. That's fine, I need iron. I need lots of it, so... Alright, so I put windows around the outside, so this thing's going to be really complete. The only thing that's going to make this not 110% complete is there's no lights in there. I will do that in a future video, though. There's all that, and the door will be glass as well. And there we go. Oh, man. Yeah, this came out really cool. I'm really happy about this. Oh, this is cool. What did I call it? Hardwood Lumber Mill. KJ4H, Hardwood Lumber Mill. Awesome. Alright, guys, I do think I am going to call this one here. If you end up enjoying the video, please remember to uncage that like button. Also, if you're new here, please subscribe for more daily videos. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. And until then, take it easy.